Stanley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rosen will throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. McCaffrey. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
5-yard line.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
A 21-yard attempt.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They are, however, facing 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Brings up second.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
And now it's Rosen looking. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. D.J. Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Panthers 10. Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Brady gives this one off to Jones. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the 44, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, 1st quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rosen. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run it with Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He was calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. This is Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackled by Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Single. Watch 80. Hey, check it. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Okay, Mike 8. Mike right, sweetheart. Mike 8.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right. Caught on a slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
By number 23.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 43.
Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, that. We need him. Let's get him home. Check 15. Check 15. Set. You go tight. You go tight.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Switch.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yetur Gross-Matos. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He completes this into the hands of Miller, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now Rosen looking to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
A gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Play action, now it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Buccaneers.
Alert! Play.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Mike,
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
watch the shift.
On 1st down, it's Jones, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Show it up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
from the 25 on 2nd down. Brady, the left side completion to Jones.
Brady's pass.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Gain of 3. First down, Buccaneers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Brady caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Shift. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Danny.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Jones, the ball.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey. Mike 42. Hey.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Bound to lose one. My game. Watch the curl.
On play action, it's Brady. Now this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Get that ball. No. Off. Monday.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Carolina, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.